Weeds.
Strawberries. Strawberries grow in the garden. They also grow in fields. Addison.
Pumpkins, corn, peppers, and green beans.
Green beans. Mason.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. What?
Wheat.
Weeds grow in the garden.
I was going to say weeds, yeah.
Weeds grow in the garden. You have to pull the weeds or pull them, don't you? Chaps? Cucumbers, carrots, corn, squash, zucchini. What about in big fields? What are some of the things that grow in big fields? Landon. Corn.
Soybeans.
Soybeans. Wheat.
Hay.
Pictures. The first picture is how they used to farm in the olden days.
That's how they used to plow back in the old days.
It was long and hard and difficult work, very hot.
One plow behind him, and the guy walked behind the horses all day long.
Or the ox.
Or the oxen, cattle, whatever they had.
They would plant sticks, but they wanted their rows in straight lines. That's why Jesus said that a man that puts his hand to the plow and looks back is not worthy of the kingdom of God, because you have to keep going straight, right? Why do you want your road straight, Edgar?
It's easier to work, till,
And it's easier to harvest.
it's easier to harvest.
Right.
And,
So that's,
it's easy to pull weeds if you have to.
or hoe the weeds.
Yeah, you have to pull your horses through there if your roads are,
Or even spray for weeds even.
Horses will have to go all this way, and then if you have to do the horses through there, they're not gonna be able to make all the curves, so they'll knock some of your food plant down. So
And then-
straight rows is very important. How they sowed seeds, and those things.
They would actually take them out and throw them out.
They'd have a basket, and this is how they did this.
No, they actually didn't have, a lot of them didn't have irrigation systems like we do today. They would depend on the rain.
He's got that in there, and you know, this is actually over in Africa and places, this is how they actually do it today still.
That's right.
They don't have the modern machinery to do it. See, when you do something like this, it takes you all day to do something as big as our parking lot in this, where this area is. With modern machinery, you can do our parking lot like this in just 30 minutes. So, a lot more work, a lot more time, in a lot less area, so there wasn't very much to do back then.
And that's also one of the things our missionaries are teaching the people in these third world countries, is how to plant and harvest and reap more crops.
That's right.
That's one of the big things. We have missionaries that are actually farmers. That's all they do. I mean, they tell about the Bible too. I'm not saying they don't talk about Jesus. But they're primarily farmers. And their job is to teach them how to grow crops, how to use spring water, how to use good water on your crops, because if you have bad water, you can make your crops bad, right?
That's right.
Okay. So I'm going to read you the lesson after Bible today, and I've got some people that are going to help me act it out. This is the farmer went out, and he threw his seeds out in the field. Okay? And it says, a farmer went out in his field to plant seeds. While he was planting, some fell by the road. All by the roadside. And the birds came and ate it up.
Peck, 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 peck. Man, there was a lot of seeds there. I'm full. I think I'll quit. No, one more peck. Oh man, I'm glad that farmer put them there where a bird can eat them. Oh man, that was good.
And some fell on the rocky ground. Show your son new rocky ground. He's so nervous. Rocky ground. Okay, some fell on the rocky ground. Some fell on the rocky ground. Teenagers, what are you gonna do with them?
We don't fall on purpose.
Where there wasn't much dirt. The seed grew very fast because the ground was not deep. But when the sun rose, the grain perished. The grain wilted and died. Some fell among the thorns. And it fell among the thorns, and it grew up with the thorns. and the weeds grew up and choked it.
Are you choking it? Are you choking it? You choked yourself. Choke! I got her choke! See, that's up. Is that funny?
Yeah.
That's what weeds do, that's what weeds do, they go up so much that the plants can't grow because the weeds overtake the plants.
Yeah.
Yep.
And some fell on the good soil and grew and grew and grew and produced crops
And grew, and grew, and grew.
and produced crops 100-fold. That